My neighbor's toilet or something is going off synchronized right now. You hear that? Completely surrounded by people that stalk and harass me constantly and want to control and manipulate every aspect of my life and keep me down and keep me broke and stagnant. Completely surrounded. My entire town and every town that I go to. Complete surround clown system. Complete surrounded. I just heard my neighbor cough or something. But it's like for the past year, I haven't been able to apply, or I've applied for jobs and I haven't been able to get one, except the one that I have, which only gives me 10 hours a week. Like, I just apply for jobs and then they don't have them. And then, like, the temp agency never has any jobs, even though they're a temp agency, and that's their job, to have jobs. And then I called them recently, and they had one, but then they're like, you gotta come in and like, redo your information, like, put your information in. So I go there, it wouldn't let me log in on the computer to do it, so like I have to go into her office and she does it for me or whatever. But then they didn't have any jobs though after that. So I don't know if they actually had one or if they're just playing with me to like make me feel like I'm about to get a job and then I don't. It seems like they like to just play with me like that, like get my hopes up on shit and then crash my hopes and be like, huh? Like, I don't know if that's what that was, but it's just weird though how the temp agencies never have a job though. And it's a temp agency, and you know, that's what they do, is they have jobs, right? It's like the temp agencies never have jobs, and then the food banks, I mean, they have food, but it's not really food though, to me, in my opinion. It's Frankenfood, so they don't have any real food at the food banks. So there's never any jobs at the temp agencies, and there's never any food at the food banks. Or there's sometimes there's food at the food banks. And then I might get a job eventually, you know, but I don't know. Maybe. It's like they just play with me though, and then they have me do like 2 interviews, and then or no interview, or I can't even get an interview. It's like everywhere I apply, they don't hire me. And then they're like, we'll call you, you know, and then they don't call me. So I call them, and then they're like, yeah, we went with someone else, or whatever. Like, like, it seems like it's hard to get a job in general, like, even if you're not being targeted and people are not giving you jobs purposely, which is what I think is happening. But it seems like it's hard to get jobs these days anyway, like, regardless. So it's like me, like, I can't get any of them because I think people are playing with me and won't hire me on fucking purpose. And it's like, bro, I'm just trying to fucking live, pay my rent. And then like at the jobs, they'll just find like the little thing to like, the little excuse to like fire you or like whatever, you know, those. Because they're all stalkers, because they're all trying to ruin my life, so they'll just find like an excuse to like fire me over it. And it's like bullshit. And meanwhile, they're stalking me the entire time that I'm at work every day. Constantly stalking me and walking around me, walking close to me and stalking me, coughing around me and doing all weird ass shit and directed conversations. Doing all the MK Ultra mind manipulation, terrorist Gestapo tactics, psychological torture, and shooting me with directed energy weapons. And they're putting shit on my doorknob in my apartment. And there's babies crying synced around me. And there's children stalking me all the time. And there's pedophiles stalking me. And there's pedophiles stalking me with the children stalkers. And there was a pedophile stalking me at my job. And he was a pedophile that I caught on Creepbusters in a predator catch sting. He was stalking me at my job with child stalkers, and just like people would bring their children in like all the time. But like he's just in there, this pedophile guy's just in there stalking me every day that I go into work at my old job. And there's a pedophile who lives in my apartment and stalks me. And a door just slammed in the hallway. It's a stalker. It might be the pedophile guy. And I'm trying to catch more pedophiles, and they just keep fucking my life while I'm trying to catch pedophiles. They just keep fucking my life. I hear the engine sounds outside. And then I still don't have my state tax returns. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get them or what, but I don't know I don't know if they're just like purposefully dragging it out. Probably. Because they fuck with me in all types of ways constantly. So it's probably that. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the IRS is retarded. But it's like the other tax returns, though, my federal tax returns, like, they weren't coming in a long ass time, and then I go check on them, and then right after that, they drop in my bank account, like, right after that. Like, literally right after that, I go right to my bank account, to the app on my phone, and it's right there. It's in my bank account. So I think they're just fucking with me again. And they just can't stop. They just gotta do it in every type of way. And my one neighbor was laughing through the wall sink yesterday a bunch of times, like a weirdo. And yeah. I was completely surrounded. Everyone is in on it. Everyone has to play the game to try to destroy my life and slander me and whatever the fuck. And control me and keep me under their control completely and manipulate me and yeah. So that being said, hit the Cash App or PayPal if you can. I'm out.